Are you tired of the noise and chaos of the world? Do you crave solitude and self-mastery? Do you find yourself drawn to the quiet strength of the lone wolf, the man who walks his own path? If so, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Sigma Male community, where we explore the mindset, the philosophy, and the lifestyle of men who refuse to be defined by the crowd. Today we're diving deep into something that speaks to the very core of what it means to be a Sigma. The hobbies that shape us, challenge us, and ultimately define us. These aren't just pastimes. They're the silent rituals that forge our independence, sharpen our minds, and strengthen our resolve. In this video we'll uncover 11 hobbies that Sigma men love, each one a gateway to self-mastery, resilience, and the kind of quiet power that doesn't need to be shouted from the rooftops. Drawing from the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, we'll explore how these pursuits align with the principles of rational thinking, emotional control, and the relentless pursuit of personal excellence. So, if you're ready to discover the activities that will not only fill your time but fulfill your essence, stay with us. This is where the journey begins. 1. Orchestrating silence into symphony, music creation. For the Sigma, the studio isn't just a room, it's a sanctuary where unspoken complexities find voice. Picture a man alone, surrounded by synthesizers or a lone guitar, his fingers tracing patterns of sound that no one else will ever fully understand. This isn't about chasing fame or applause, it's about the meticulous alchemy of translating raw, internal landscapes into structured harmony. Every knob twist, every layered beat, is a deliberate act of self-excavation, turning frustration, introspection, or profound calm into frequencies that cut through the shallow noise of the world. It's a dialogue with the deepest self, where perfection is the only audience that matters. Through this craft, the Sigma finds a way to order the chaos within, creating something tangible that reflects his inner world without ever needing to explain it. This pursuit is a testament to the power of focus and discipline, where emotions are not suppressed but shaped into something greater. The Sigma doesn't need a crowd to validate his work. The satisfaction comes from the act itself, the quiet triumph of a melody that resonates with his own truth. It's a reminder that true strength lies in creation, not consumption, and that the mind, when given a channel, can produce beauty from silence. Like the Stoics who sought clarity through deliberate action, the Sigma uses music to master himself, turning the intangible into a symphony that echoes his independence. This is not a hobby for the faint-hearted, it's for the man who dares to listen to his own depths and give them voice. 2. Conquering the inner arena, solo endurance. The road stretches out, endless and unforgiving, and the Sigma man meets it head-on, running, cycling, or swimming with nothing but his own will to carry him. This isn't about medals or spectators, it's about conversing with his absolute limits in the rawest form possible. The burn in his muscles isn't punishment, it's purification, a fire that strips away weakness and doubt. Every mile conquered against the whispering urge to stop forges mental armor sharper than steel, while the solitary euphoria of pushing past the breaking point brings a clarity that no crowd could ever offer. In this relentless rhythm, distractions dissolve, and he emerges not just physically tested but mentally reforged, carrying the unshakable certainty of a man who knows exactly what he can endure. This is resilience sculpted in sweat and solitude, a living embodiment of the Stoic call to embrace discomfort as a path to growth. The Sigma doesn't need a rival to measure himself against. His opponent is the version of himself that wanted to quit 5 miles ago. Each step forward is a victory over impulse, a lesson in emotional control that echoes through every corner of his life. It's a pursuit that demands everything and gives back even more, the quiet confidence of a man who's faced the abyss within and walked away stronger. For the Sigma, solo endurance isn't just a test, it's a ritual of self-conquest, proving that true power is born in the moments when no one else is watching. 3. The unseen architecture, deep systems craft tech/digital. In a world obsessed with flashy apps and fleeting trends, the Sigma man turns inward, building intricate logical worlds from pure code and circuitry. This isn't about pleasing users or chasing venture capital, it's about commanding systems that bend solely to his intellect. Programming, network design, hardware modding, these are his domains, where abstract thought becomes tangible power. Every bug fixed, every line optimized, is a silent victory in a chess game against chaos, demanding flawless logic and creative problem-solving. The thrill lies in absolute autonomy, crafting elegant, efficient solutions far from the noisy demands of collaboration. It's a digital reflection of his inner order, a space where he reigns supreme. This hobby is a masterclass in rational thinking, a place where emotions take a backseat to precision and persistence. The Sigma doesn't seek applause for his unseen architecture. The reward is the system itself, working flawlessly because he willed it so. It's a reminder that true mastery comes from controlling what's within reach, a principle the Stoics lived by and the Sigma embodies. In these quiet hours of creation, he builds not just technology but himself, sharpening his mind against the whetstone of complexity. This is the Sigma's rebellion against the superficial, a deep dive into the unseen, where his brilliance shines for no one but himself. 4. The silent dialogue of steel, martial arts/tactical mastery. The mat is his proving ground, the range his retreat. A space where the Sigma engages in a brutal, beautiful dance of controlled force and razor-sharp awareness. This isn't about bar fights or bravado. It's about the poetry of disciplined movement, where every drill and sparring session reflects his focus, patience, and humility back at him without flattery. Progress isn't loud, it's measured in the smallest details. A stance perfected, a reaction time shaved down to instinct. Earned through solitary dedication, this craft builds not just physical skill but a profound, unadvertised confidence. The Sigma knows his capability is woven into his being, ready but never flaunted. Here, emotional control becomes second nature, a stoic virtue honed in the heat of simulated battle. The Sigma trains not to dominate others but to master himself, remaining calm and composed even when the stakes feel real. It's a pursuit that strips away ego, leaving only the raw truth of what he's capable of. The quiet strength he carries off the mat is the kind that doesn't need to prove itself. It simply exists, undeniable and self-evident. For the Sigma, martial arts or tactical mastery is a silent dialogue with steel and spirit, a reminder that true power is forged in discipline and wielded with restraint. 5. Commanding the green realm, strategic cultivation, gardening/landscaping. Don't mistake this for a quaint pastime. The Sigma's garden is a living chessboard, a test of strategy, patience, and foresight. He's not planting flowers for Instagram. He's bending nature to his will, reading soil like a battlefield and predicting growth like a mathematician. Every seed sown, every branch pruned, is a calculated move in a game that unfolds over seasons, demanding ruthless attention and a vision years ahead. The payoff isn't instant. It's the slow, deliberate flourishing of a sanctuary shaped by his hands, a tangible proof of his ability to impose order on the wild. This is control in its purest form, a reflection of his inner world growing quietly under the sun. In this green realm, the Sigma finds a mirror for the Stoic call to resilience and long-term thinking. Nature doesn't bend easily and neither does he. Every setback, every drought, is a lesson in adapting without breaking. The satisfaction isn't in the praise of others but in the silent pride of a landscape that thrives because of his dedication. It's a pursuit that rewards the man who sees beyond the moment, who understands that true strength is built over time, not overnight. For the Sigma, gardening isn't just about growth, it's about commanding his environment with the same precision he commands himself. Right here, right now, this defines you. Whether you live the Sigma code or are deciphering its quiet power, understand this. What comes next isn't mere activity. It's the architecture of solitude. These pursuits aren't escapes. They're the forge where the unyielding Sigma core is tempered. If autonomy is your compass and depth your destination, lean in. The following aren't just hobbies. They're the silent signatures of a mind operating on its own frequency. This is where the true separation happens. 6. Mapping the mind's uncharted territories, deep inquiry/applied philosophy. The Sigma doesn't skim the surface of knowledge. He tunnels into its bedrock, driven by an insatiable hunger for understanding. This is intellectual spelunking, where libraries, obscure journals, and late-night reflections become his wilderness, and curiosity his only guide. He dissects theories, historical patterns, and philosophical labyrinths not for applause but to forge a worldview that's his alone. The reward isn't a degree or a pat on the back. It's the electric jolt of personal revelation, the satisfaction of connecting dots others overlook. This is cognition in its sovereign form, a mind mapping its own uncharted territories. Rational thinking is the Sigma's compass here, a stoic tool he wields to cut through dogma and noise. He doesn't swallow prepackaged ideas. He builds his own, brick by painstaking brick, free from the echo chamber of the crowd. It's a pursuit that demands solitude and rewards it with clarity, turning abstract questions into concrete truths he can stand on. The Sigma emerges from these depths not just smarter but stronger, his intellect a blade sharpened by his own hand. This hobby isn't for the faint, it's for the man who dares to question everything and trust only what he's proven to himself. 7. The Alchemy of Solitude, Long-Haul Driving. The open road is the Sigma's monastery, the driver's seat his altar. This isn't a commute, it's a ritual, a moving meditation where the hum of the engine drowns out the world's chaos. Empty highways at dawn or rain-slicked asphalt at midnight become his canvas for mental decluttering, the unfolding miles a metaphor for untangled thoughts. In this deliberate isolation, pressure valves release, and clarity condenses like dew on the windshield. The Sigma uses the solitude to process, reflect, and realign, arriving not just at a destination but at a place of profound internal peace. This is emotional control in motion, a stoic practice of finding stillness amid the storm. The Sigma doesn't need a passenger to validate his journey, the road itself is enough, a silent partner in his quest for balance. Every mile is a chance to shed the irrelevant, to focus on what truly matters, and to emerge sharper than before. It's a reminder that solitude isn't loneliness, it's power, a space where the mind can breathe and the soul can recalibrate. For the Sigma, long-haul driving is alchemy, turning time and distance into gold. 8. Edge Dwellers Calculus, High-Stakes Strategy Games. The board is set, the stakes are high, and the Sigma leans in, his mind already 10 moves ahead. Chess, simulations, or tabletop campaigns, this is his cognitive combat zone, where every decision carries weight and every loss is a lesson. He thrives on the edge, where foresight and icy nerve turn chaos into victory. The thrill isn't in the win itself but in the mental gymnastics, the satisfaction of a plan unfolding flawlessly because he saw what others couldn't. This isn't play, it's war fought with intellect and won in silence. Here, rational thinking reigns supreme, a stoic discipline that strips away emotion and leaves only strategy. The Sigma doesn't flinch at setbacks, he calculates them, learns from them, and strikes back harder. It's a pursuit that mirrors life itself, a series of moves where success depends on seeing the bigger picture and acting with precision. The quiet confidence he builds here spills into everything he does, a reminder that mastery comes from within. For the Sigma, these games aren't entertainment, they're a proving ground where the mind is both weapon and prize. 9. Echoes of the Primeval, Wilderness Immersion/Primitive Skills. The city fades and the Sigma steps into the wild, where survival's rhythm is the only law. Backpacking remote trails, mastering firecraft, navigating by stars. This isn't a getaway, it's a return to the primal. The wilderness demands self-reliance, sharpens instincts dulled by modernity, and offers a silence that resets the soul. Every challenge, building shelter, finding water, is a visceral affirmation of capability faced and overcome alone. He returns not just with skills but with the stillness of ancient forests carved into his being. Resilience is the stoic heartbeat of this pursuit, a test of adapting to what cannot be controlled. The Sigma doesn't fight nature, he works with it, learning its lessons and bending them to his needs. It's a reminder that true strength isn't in comfort but in the ability to stand alone against the elements. The quiet power he gains here doesn't shout, it echoes, a deep, unshakable force born from the raw honesty of the wild. For the Sigma, the wilderness isn't an escape, it's a mirror reflecting the man he's always been. 10. The Forge of Self-Sufficiency, Precision Craftsmanship. The workshop is his temple where raw materials bow to his will. Woodworking, metal fabrication, model building, the Sigma shapes them with exacting standards, his hands steady and his focus absolute. This is meditation through friction and force, where measuring twice and cutting once isn't caution but philosophy. The rhythmic focus, the smell of sawdust or molten steel, grounds him in the present, while the finished piece stands as a testament to his patience and skill. Its creation in its purest form, a silent triumph of thought made real. Self-mastery drives this craft, a stoic virtue forged in every deliberate stroke. The Sigma doesn't build for praise, he builds for himself, finding profound satisfaction in self-sufficiency. Every flaw corrected, every joint perfected, is a lesson in controlling what's within reach and letting go of the rest. It's a reminder that true fulfillment comes from making, not taking, and that the hands can shape more than just wood, they can shape a man. For the Sigma, craftsmanship is the forge where independence is tempered and strength is solidified. 11. Architect of atmospheres, sensory environment design. The Sigma doesn't decorate, he curates, turning his space into a symphony of light, sound, and form. Every detail, flickering candles, precise acoustics, the scent of cedar, is chosen to resonate with his inner state, a sanctuary built for introspection and focus. This isn't about impressing guests, it's about crafting an environment that enhances his mind and soul. He knows how shadows shift thought, how silence sharpens clarity, and he wields that knowledge like an artist. The space becomes an extension of his will, a tool for optimal living. Rational thinking guides this design, a stoic approach to mastering what surrounds him. The Sigma understands that chaos outside breeds chaos within, so he imposes order, creating a haven where emotions stabilize and creativity thrives. It's a pursuit that demands intention and rewards it with peace, a reminder that even the air he breathes can be shaped to his purpose. The quiet power of a well-crafted atmosphere isn't seen, it's felt, a subtle force that elevates everything he does. For the Sigma, this isn't just a hobby, it's architecture of the self. These 11 hobbies aren't distractions, they're the forge where the Sigma male is made. Each one demands focus, resilience, and relentless self-honesty, repaying you with the rarest treasures: unshakable capability, profound self-knowledge, and the deep satisfaction of a life lived on your own terms. This isn't about filling time, it's about fulfilling your essence, building an inner citadel that no storm can topple. So, which of these paths will you walk next? Drop it in the comments. Your voice matters here at the Sigma Male community. If this hit you where it counts, smash that like button, share it with the men who get it, and subscribe for more. Already in? Turn on notifications. Don't miss a single step on this journey. The Sigma Male community isn't just a channel, it's your guide to independence, growth, and the stoic strength that defines us. Keep forging your way, brothers. The world won't do it for you. Turn on notifications, Sigmas.